Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. So we are here again with another episode of interview preparation series. So in today's episode, we would try to learn what are the behavior-based interview techniques and what is the best way to answer that. So what is a BBI question? What happens is that the organizations those are culturally very strong and where the HR systems and procedures are in place and are very structured, they ask you questions in certain manner. It also happens when you are appearing in front of a panel for an interview, they would ask a question in certain manner, and that will demand you to come up with an example from your past career history. The first question is, how would you recognize that this is a BBI question? Let me put some questions in front of you and you will see the similarity. Let's start. Tell us about a time that you were leading a highly demotivated team. What actions did you take and how did you make them motivated? Do you remember a time when in your career you were facing a lot of challenges in making your sales targets? What actions did you take and how did you cope with that situation? Can you share this example where during last 2 years you have taken a highly risky decision? What was that decision and what was the outcome? So, all these questions are actually having a similar pattern. What they ask you to come up with an example from your previous career history or your personal life so that you can tell them that how do you behave in certain manner. That is why we call them behavior-based interview technique. So now let's see how experts advise us to answer these kind of questions so that we can qualify our interviews in a better way. The best way to answer these questions is STAR: situation, task, action, and result. Remember, the interviewer is not interested to know the entire story, every bit of the situation that has happened to you. You just need to come up with situation first. What was the situation? You need to tell them in a very crisp and concise manner. What was the task? What was the objective? Or what was the role that you were carrying at that time? Third thing, your action. What actions did you take that would tell them about the behavior of yours? And the last thing is result. Whatever the question comes in your way, what you need to do that you need to quickly think of an example and break them in these 4 segments. Tell them the situation, your task, the actions, and the results. This is as simple as it is. Whenever you are going to appear in such kind of interviews where you will be sitting in front of a panel, so the best way of answering these questions also depends on the examples that you have with yourself. So what I would advise you whenever you are going to appear in such interviews, have a recap of your previous life. Just memorize your achievements and just memorize the highs and lows of your life, especially the ones where you were struggling, especially the ones where you have taken very stringent decisions, so that you have material in your mind when the question comes in front of you, you have the example ready in your mind. Remember, there is no shortcut to success. Success is a byproduct of continuous efforts, persistent practices. Keep on practicing, keep on sharing your feedback, keep on liking and sharing this channel. Remember, you will be there one day, inshallah. See you soon. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.